Hey my beauties, welcome back and welcome back to another video. So in today's video I wanted to share with you guys five face palettes, not 10, 5 face palettes in my collection that are brown skin girl friendly. A lot of face palettes in my collection, but I felt like these face palettes that I'm about to share with you all are more rich in color, and that's what I look for when I look for complexion products like bronzers or powders or like blush. I like rich colors, and I just feel like that looks good on deeper skin. And I feel like when brands make face palettes, they don't accommodate everybody, and y'all know how that goes. They either have the light, medium, and dark, and when it comes to the medium to dark or dark to deep, it don't be all the way deep, okay? There are brands out there that have palettes that are very rich in color, but then you have some palettes that you get a face palette and you only use like 2 shades out of the face palette. And like, did I buy a palette or did I buy 2 shades? So the first 2 palettes I'm going to mention out of the 5, I'm just going to mention them together because they're from the same brand, Black Radiance. So this is a old classic must-have to have in your collection. You either had this or you have this in your collection, and it's very affordable. It's drugstore. This is the Black Radiance True Complexion Contour Palette. I do have the medium to dark and I have the dark to deep, so I probably should purchase another one, which I was in Target today. I don't know why I didn't purchase a new one. This is old, girl. Like, I'm about to hit pan on this. As you guys can see, it's kind of rough, but yes, this is the medium to dark, and this one is the dark to deep. So they don't, see if y'all can see a difference. So it's not like a color in between or before this. It's just light to medium, medium to dark, and dark to deep. If you're my skin complexion, the medium to dark is the one that you want to get. What I love about this palette for beginners, it does kind of guide you on how to apply the product, but once you get used to makeup, you kind of use it you know, whatever ways that accommodate you. Like, you can either use this for a bronzer or a contour. I used to use this to set, you know, under my eyes. You can use the highlighter as an eyeshadow, or, you know, for what it's meant. You can even use this contour shade as a nice brown color in your crease. So you could do a lot of things with this palette. But if you are my skin complexion, I am 420 in Fenty, 355 in Fit Me from Maybelline's, just to give you guys a reference. You want to go with the medium to dark just to get your correct color. Now, I do have the dark to deep, which is, oh, let me swatch it for you guys. So those are the colors right there. Oh, that is not doing it justice. I'm sorry. And mine is, girl, my palette is old. I'm about to purchase another one. But the color, the contour shade is pretty dark. So definitely you can use that to bronze or to contour. Now the dark to deep, girl, this one is pretty deep. This color right here, I love it because it's a nice rich chocolate shade, and then this color right here is not as light as this one, and then you have the highlighter in here. I feel like this palette, you have to be very, very careful if you're like my skin complexion. If you like darker than me, this will totally work for you. You know, you can look at a face palette and know which one works for you. I have to be very careful. I have to take my brush and tap it lightly. This is when I want to look very snatched. If I want to be bronze and contour, I will come to this palette if I need to, because I have more palettes and bronzers that are really rich like this. And if I want to be very snatched, I have to take my brush every time I use a shade like that and just tap it really light and just kind of put it in here in the hollows of my cheek area and just kind of snatch all this up. But you just don't want to go ham, because you don't want to look like somebody slapped some mud on the side of your face and just left it there. You don't want to do that. Ooh, see, look, girl, look at that. It look like mud, right? Look how deep that is compared to that. That's why you need to be careful. That is so chocolate. So if you're going to get the dark to deep, I highly recommend to, I mean, when I say tap, I mean tap tap, like tap tap, you know, and just and then kind of put it on your face. And then this color right here, look at that. So this one is much more deeper than this color right here. And then you do have the typical highlighter. I'm sorry, these swatches are bogus, but y'all got this palette, y'all know what it is, so y'all seen it before. Okay, so the next palette I want to talk about, I feel like I was talking about that for so long. The next palette that I want to mention is actually what I'm wearing right now. This is the Tan and Tulum palette from BH. This came out maybe like some weeks ago, and I did haul this to you guys in my Ulta haul. If I remember, I will leave that link down below. You guys, I like this palette. I am wearing it right now, and here are the colors in here. Baby girl, when this came out, I was like, I'm getting that. I am getting that. I wasn't really feeling the BH Cosmetic travel series, but they starting to get a little better with it, okay? And they need to do like a deeper version of this. That would be like so bomb. They should do like a bronze in Jamaica or something and just kind of make it compatible with this, because I just think this is a beautiful palette. This palette can also be used as a eyeshadow palette as well, but I am wearing this highlighter right now on my face. Probably can see it better over here. And then far as bronzing my face, I'm using this color right here. Now for me, I feel like I like this color as a bronzer. It's very nice. I feel like it's a nice flush of color. It looks very flirty to me. I know you guys can see it, but it reminds me of a blush. I feel like I will use my regular bronzer. You know what I would do? I will contour, I would do like a light contour, and then I would probably go on top with this just to give that bronze and blush look, because that's what it's giving me. It's giving me bronze and blush. Like, if you don't want to go too blushy, if that's the word, like with the actual blush, you can just go in with a bronzer that kind of mimics a blush, and that's what I feel like this does. But overall, like to bronze my face with my skin complexion, I would go in probably with a regular bronzer, but to have that nice blushy bronzy glow in this area, I definitely would pick up this palette. The highlighters in here are so bomb, so bomb. Like, look at that. Like, the camera is not doing what it needs to do. It's really, really pretty. Like, seriously, really pretty. But yeah, this color right here on the cheek is really pretty. I feel like it'll go with any look. And once again, like I said, you could do an eye look with this palette. You could take this color, put it in your crease, and pop one of these colors on your lid, and then put this shade on your cheeks. It will bring the whole look together. But I will swatch the other colors in here. So those are the two shades. I don't know if you guys be able to see it. My hand is still a little wet. So those are the top two shades. So this is what I'm wearing right now, and this is the shade right here. It is what it says. It's a tan. It just gives you like that tan look, but I feel like they can make a compatible palette more of a bronzy look and give us some deeper shades. But overall, I do highly recommend this palette. It's really, really pretty. Like, my camera is not doing it justice. Like, I recommend for you guys to pick this up. If you see it in Ulta, I got it off of Ulta's website. But this color right here looks so good on the cheeks. So good. It's a nice flush of color. This is the Morphe Deep Glam 8D palette, and I think they have one before this as well that I think a lot of girls use as well, but I don't have that one. I have the deep one, of course. I don't know why, for some reason, this gives me the Sephora Pro face palette, which I'm about to show you guys. It gives me that type of vibe. I don't know why, for a cheaper price. So Morphe has a nice range of colors when it comes to the bronzers. I think I have like all the deep shades, So yeah, I have it in the single pan. So they do have the bronzers. So if you don't have the single pan bronzers, they have three shades in here. I can't, oh, they have 3 shades in here. So the shades that they have is Supreme, Prodigy, and So Epic. And the names are on here. So the names are on here. So Supreme, Prodigy, and So Epic. Those bronzers right there, they come in a single pan. I will put up a picture, but it comes in a single pan. But so you technically don't need this palette if you just want the bronzers. But girl, you can't say you don't need this palette when the rest of the palette is beautiful as well. This is what I was talking about when you have some. This is what I'm talking about when you have some brands that will make a palette and you can only use a few shades out of that palette, and it's like you kind of wasted your money. This, no. Morphe said no, we finna go in. They did the darn thing with this palette. Okay, these colors are beautiful. You have your bronzers in here. This is your brightener. That's not like, that color is nice. It's not even bright. Like in a typical palette, this would be like a white shade, something I can't really use. Then you have your 2 blushes right here. Then you have like a highlighter. I like how they have like a different color highlighter. It's not just typical, you know, champagne color. I will swatch the bronzers. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And yeah, I do have these in the single pan, but this is good for travel. So therefore you won't have to take those big old bronzers. You guys know that those Morphe bronzers are big, but look at those. Morphe wasn't playing, okay? Blush, let's do the blush. Like, oh, look at that. So pretty. Look at those colors, so rich. Look at that red. Ooh, baby girl. And look, this palette is beautiful for the fall, okay? So pretty. I just think, you know, dark, rich colors for the fall is perfect. So that is a must-have, you know. And then I'm gonna swatch these not bronzers, but highlighters. Girl, look at that. Ooh. Come through. That is beautiful. I haven't even used those yet, those highlighters, but those are some cute colors to put on my eyes. You could definitely use this as an eyeshadow palette. Like I said, I know it's hard trying to find a good face palette, but yeah, Morphe, they did a really good job with that. And then last but not least, like I said, I do have the Sephora Pro face palette. Now this bad boy is huge. It is expensive. It's worth it. It's so worth it. Like, it's worth it. The weight on the palette is heavy. The mirror in here is huge, baby girl. It's this a laptop, okay? This is a mini laptop. Like, y'all, look at the colors. Ooh, see, and I feel like if anybody else would have done this palette, they would have messed it up and put a white shade in there, but not Sephora. They didn't do that. Oh my god, so pretty. Like I said, I don't know why the Morphe palette is kind of giving me the same vibe. They do have the same color bronzer. Let me see. Morphe has a bronzer called So Epic, and then Sephora has a bronzer called Epic. Let's swatch them and see. Which one is deeper? So Morphe is a little bit more deeper, and this one is Sephora. Sephora, Morphe. This one is. They look alike in a way. They're both deep, but Sephora is the deeper. As you guys can see, it's more like a chocolate color, and then Morphe Morphe is up there though, but the swatch, I'm sorry, it's not doing it justice, but either palette would be great. I don't know why this Morphe palette reminds me of the Sephora palette. I don't know why. It's so pretty. Like, I can look at this all day. This is one of my favorite like makeup products that's in my collection. So I'm just gonna swatch some shades, well, all of them, I guess. So those are the shades. It's so pretty. Like, I just can't recommend this palette. Definitely. And if you don't want to spend that, you know, it's $60. If you don't want to spend that much on this palette, definitely pick up the Morphe palette. You will still be getting the same like decent quality. So let's do a recap. Black Radiance, medium to dark, dark to deep. Then we have the Sephora Pro palette, the Morphe Deep Glam palette, and then the Tan and Tulum palettes that I recommend for you guys to go out and try and pick up. Like I said, I know sometimes face palettes can be a hit or a miss because it's literally like a few shades that you probably would use in the palette and that's it. But we need, like, we're over that. Like, we want to use the whole entire palette itself, you know what I mean? So make sure y'all check out these palettes, and I'm pretty sure you all have. Let me know what palette you guys have. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys are new here, comment down below and make sure you guys subscribe before you leave. Like, what you doing? Don't leave without subscribing, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.